Making money trading is extremely difficult. I mean, it took me over 2.5 years of losing and learning from my mistakes before I finally got it. But I don't want that to be your problem. And the crazy thing is, most traders make the same mistakes. All things that can be 100% avoided. You don't need to be one of those people that lose a bunch of money in the beginning. That's what I did, and that's why I'm here to help you guys. So here's 6 reasons why you're not making money day trading. And I really, I'm just going to give it to you guys straight up. Authentic, no BS. Let's get straight into it. First things first is you're jumping into trading too fast with not enough screen time. Just because you watch 10 hours of YouTube videos, that's nothing. That is absolutely nothing. 10 hours is literally nothing. You need to truly educate yourself. Make sure you're ready. Maybe even paper trade. Who knows? But in my opinion, what you should do is just watch the market day in and day out. And before you start trading, there's a few things you need to identify. First things first, you need to identify what strategy are you going to be trading. How are you going to know when to enter trades and when to exit trade? Number 2, make sure you know how to actually execute. Make sure your broker allows you to get in and out these plays fast so you don't get stuck. Number 3, educate yourself. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. You can never go small in your education. And I'd say like probably 90% of day traders blow their first account. And personally for me, I blew over 3 accounts. So investing into yourself, investing into your education can save you tons of money and could honestly be the best decision that you make, in my opinion. So find a mentor. Find somebody that's done it before and that can hold your hand, because I promise you it will be so much easier because they've already done it. They've already taken the steps. That's what I try to do for people. Number 2, treat trading as a business, not as gambling. So a lot of people say trading is a casino, trading just like gambling, blah, 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 which I'm not going to lie, it could be, but it's all about how you make it. The only difference between trading and gambling is calculated risk. Calculated risk is absolutely everything. And you may say, PB, what is calculated risk? So for example, you can't go into the casino and say, okay, I'm going to have a 60% win rate and I'm going to lose 10% and win 30% on each trade. I'm going to have a 1 to 3 risk reward. No, you cannot do that. In trading, you can calculate your risk. You can backtest a strategy and see, okay, this strategy over the last year has worked 65% of the time. And out of those 65% of the time, the average loss is 10%, the average win is 30%. So now I have a 1 to 3 risk reward. If you follow that closely, even if you have a 50% win rate with the 1 to 2 risk reward, I mean, you lose for every dollar you put in, you lose 10 cents on a losing trade, but you make 20 cents on a winning trade, you still have a net profit of almost 30%. That's absolutely crazy. So that's really what's going to separate you. It's not about how much you win, because if you make $10,000 in a trade, but you risk $10,000 on that trade, it's not worth it. But if you made $10,000 in a trade, or even if you made $100 in a trade, but you only risked $30, that means you can lose 3 trades in a row and win on 1 trade and still be profitable. And that's what's going to separate you from others. That's what's going to put you in the 1% that makes money trading, is how good are you at calculating your risk? Because the best trader is not the one who's the best at winning, it's the one who's best at losing. So are you able to drop your ego and accept your losses when you're wrong? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to make it and calculate your risk and have that edge. You only have an edge if you're sticking to your plan, sticking to your stop loss, listening to yourself. So also something I'd really recommend is paying yourself out. So say you have a $5,000 account and 1 week you grow it to $6,000. Withdraw that $1,000 and do it again next week. And once you start that withdrawing process, you're proving to yourself that you can do this in the long run. And then once you feel like you're ready, you can slowly scale up. Number 3, stop hopping from this to this. Like, you know those guys that go for the whole friend group? Those girls that go for the whole friend group, or the guys that go for all the girls and all their friends? In trading, you shouldn't do that. In trading, you should stick to one. You should find yourself a good girlfriend, hopefully make her a wife, and keep developing. So what do I mean by that? You need to stick to one strategy. Every single day I trade the same strategy over and over again. And if it's not broken, why fix it? If it works, I'm going to keep doing it. I literally trade the same exact strategy every single day, and I have a lot of videos on it. You can just check one of my previous videos on my trading strategy. But guys, stick to one thing and just make that the best possible thing once you find it. So if I were you and I was just starting, I would back test a lot of different different strategies, or if you haven't found your strategy yet, definitely go check out mine. I think it's one of the simplest, nice low win rate, and the best thing about it is the risk reward so high due to the place that I'm buying it. Same thing with like stocks. Like I traded like 3-4 stocks over and over and over again when I was becoming profitable, instead of trading in tons of different stocks, because what that allowed me to do is it allowed me to really understand how those stocks move, and then I was recognizing patterns before they even happened. That's another thing with screen time from rule 1. The more screen time you watch, the faster you can recognize things before they happen, which is going to help you out so much in the long run. Like I'll watch the charts for hours straight and I won't even take a single trade. So that leads me on to rule number 4. You're taking too many trades. And trading, less is more always. Instead of taking a bunch of little scalps, just focus on one quality, high confidence trade every single day. And that's what I preach. Like 1 trade a day is all you need. I trade every single day for maybe an hour and a half max. Some days I'm done in 20 minutes. Actually, most days I'm done in under 45 minutes, because I know that window that I like to trade in is from the open to like 10:30, 11 a.m. So guys, less is more. I mean, 1 trade a day is all you need. And some days it's okay if you don't trade. Like you don't need to trade every single day. I don't trade every single day. If I don't see an A+ setup, then I'm not going to put my hard-earned capital in the trade. No, I'm not. It's not worth it. So guys, less is more. Think about it in the casino. The longer you stay in the casino, the higher percent you have of losing. And even with trading, I'm sure you guys take some green trades and they go red, or you're green the day a lot and then you take another trade and you lose it all. Don't freaking do that. That's the worst thing you could do. So guys, less is more. Just focus on one high quality setup, and quality over quantity is huge in trading. It's absolutely huge. Number 5, you're not journaling your trades. You need to journal your trades, and journaling my trades is probably one of the things that got me to that next step of being profitable. Why? Because you need to constantly be adapting. The market moves in sentiments. The market's constantly shifting, and you need to be able to recognize, okay, over this last week, let me review all my trades. Let me see what I did wrong, what I did right, what all my losers have in common, what all my winners have in common. If my losers all have something in common, then I'm going to cut that out. And if my winners all have something in common, then I'm going to keep doing that. Think about it as a pencil. Every single time you're journaling your trades, you're sharpening the pencil. And the pencil, the more you use it, it wears off a little bit. Same thing with your strategy, but you need to constantly be adapting it. You need to constantly be sharpening out your trading, just how you sharpen out a pencil. I mean, I do it almost daily, but like say you want to do it weekly, you'll basically take all the trades you have for the last week, and a few examples are time of the day. So for example, say I took 4 trades in a week, and 2 of the trades I took at 9:30 a.m. and 2 of them took at 10:30 a.m. Maybe I lost on both the ones at 9:30, but I won both the ones at 10:30. What does that mean? It means I'm going to wait longer before I take trades off the open. So I'm not going to take trades off the open that's faking me out. Instead, I'm going to wait for 10:30. 6, this one's so important, and like I see so many traders struggle with it, and I'm gonna say this quote: it's failing to prepare is preparing to fail. You should not be jumping into the day blind. Like you shouldn't be waking up at 9:29 and the market opens at 9:30. No, you need to trade with a plan. You need to be ready. You need to have your pre-market levels marked out. You need to have your plan for the day. What are you going to be watching for the day? What would you like to happen? What stocks have relative strength? What stocks have relative weakness? What stocks look good on the higher time frames? This is the daily setup, good stock, or there's a big nice little pattern on this stock, or if the market rips, I'll be watching this stock, etc. You make sure you scan the market every single night, find those good setups. For me, I just go over the same stocks every single night, see if I see any cool setups, which usually I do. And every single morning I mark my pre-market highs and pre-market lows for the stocks that I'm watching, and I also find the relative strength and relative weakness. So out of my list of 10-15 stocks, I literally have a YouTube video of how I find stocks to trade. Go check that out. Probably one of my best videos. I just look at what's up the most and what's down the most percent wise, and that's my relative strength compared to relative weakness. And I look at how those stocks are trading side by side, once the market opens compared to the indexes. Apple's up 3%, then I'm looking, okay, when SPY takes a little dump, Apple is barely dipping when SPY is dipping. That means when SPY is ripping, Apple's gonna rip. That's how you find those relative strength, relative weakness, and that's how you make your edge so much better, because you're trading the stock that's already super strong. But guys, that's really it. Don't jump to trading too fast. Really take advantage of your screen time, educate yourself, and make sure you're 100% ready, and you're ready to start slow also. Don't depend on trading for your income income like 100% when you're off the rip. No, 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 no. The less pressure you have on yourself, the better. Number 2, treat trading as a business. Don't gamble. You need to calculate your risk every single day. You need to pay yourself out, and you make sure you have that proper risk reward. Number 3, don't be for the streets. Don't be a strategy hopper. Stick to one strategy and do it every single day. One strategy is all you need. And then once you learn that strategy, maybe you can develop more things. But for me, like I'm just sticking to one strategy, and I've been doing this strategy for probably 3 years now, and I've been profitable for almost 2.5 years now. If you guys don't know, I've been trading for 5 years. Number 4, less is more in trading. You don't need to take that many trades, just relax. Number 5, you're not journaling your trades. You need to journal your trades. Number 6, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. You need to really prepare. Stop trading blindly, stop trading without a plan, and stop overcomplicating trading. Like, trading doesn't need to be that hard. If I can do it, then you could do it too. And that's what I do, guys. So that's the video. If you guys want to learn directly from me in my small group mentorship, where it's 3 weeks of straight education, a year plus of Sunday calls with me and the team, daily live trading, my daily trade alerts, and I'm basically going to hold your hand to profitability. And, you know, I'm giving you everything from A to Z that you need, the steps that you need, what I wish I had. I mean, what I wish I had. I wasted 2.5 years of losing, and I created this so that you could do those 2.5 years in 3 weeks and not stop losing money, hopefully. So the link's in the bio if you want to apply and book a call. But make sure you subscribe. I'll be posting so many more YouTube videos. And if you don't want to apply or anything like that, no worries. I also have a free Discord. I'll link in the bio. Or just subscribe to my YouTube. I'm going to be posting so many more videos. This is just a start to my YouTube career. And, you know, I really believe that I have something a lot of these other traders don't. And since I did this at a young age, I'm able to simplify everything, because that's how I made money. That's how I became profitable. So I simplified everything. I simplified trading. And I mean, it obviously paid off, and I'm doing something right. So I want to show you guys, I want to make everything not complicated. Yeah, guys, subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment. I love to respond to any questions. Peace. See you in the next one.